Hi guys, welcome to this quick video about rephrasing websites. What is rephrasing? It is about you provide a original sentence and you want this program to rearrange this sentence and to replace basic words with synonyms so that it's not possible to find the original thing. I mean, the original location or the originator of this sentence for whatever reason. I'm not telling you to use that or not to use that. I hope the thing what you do is completely legal. I mean, you could maybe wanting to rewrite your own sentences for some reason. Of course, it's not an invitation to cheat or copy copyright protected things, so don't do that. It's not a really good thing. So if you want to use that, there are a couple of possibilities. There are some websites which already recommend or provide a list of such rephrasing or paraphrasing websites. Here we have the paraphrasing.online.com. I'll put down the link into the description so you can click on that, maybe make your own research again, check these things out. But basically, if you don't want to do the research, here is my recommendation for these things. What we have are different kind of rephrasing tools. Some you have to download from websites like this one. This is what I'm actually not recommending, because the reason why people are doing that are usually to add Trojan horses or a lot of ads or spyware or even viruses into these programs, and you cannot be sure what it contains. So I highly recommend to stay away from downloads, because there are online websites providing exact same thing, or at least a similar thing. Maybe not as many options, but usually it should be okay. So here we have a basic site. Most of them look like this. They are not really sophisticated. It's just basically a box where you enter the original text, and you have to prove that you are not a robot, maybe by answering here a math question. 3 minus 1 is 2, and then you enter this here and then click on rewrite text, and usually it should work. Here we have the result, and some things like that. Most of the websites are like this. There are a ton of websites. I can tell you there are at least probably 100 websites, but you don't have to check all these websites out, because there are not 100 tools. The people who are running these sites, they are just using an algorithm or a couple of algorithms which are available. I don't know, maybe they are open source somewhere and they implemented that, or they are invoking these things in the background. I don't know how this works, but I have tried about 10 websites, and there were 3 types of answers. Usually the ones which completely failed were totally useless. So I don't recommend to use them. Then something like this. This is really nice. I mean, there is even colorization. You see which words have been replaced, and you see also the new words. They are really good, but the translation here, the new translation, is absolutely useless. So the colorization does not even help. And I have found basically, I would say 2 or 3 types of translation. and this is the best type. I have found this on about 2 or 3 websites which featured this really good rephrasing option and or algorithm, and this is my recommendation for the moment because it looks like pretty easy. You can enter your original text here, you find the new text here. It did quite a good job, so it didn't totally rearrange the sentences. I had liked it a little bit more changed, but at least it did quite some changes. At least it changed replaced some synonyms. It didn't actually reorder the sentences, and unfortunately there is no colorization. I would have liked some colorization. Here you have to find out which words were replaced. The best is if you read through the whole thing and find out if something doesn't make sense. Sometimes synonyms, when they replace original words with synonyms, sometimes they still don't make sense because they are not perfect synonyms. They make sometimes sense and sometimes they don't make sense. So make sure you really read through the whole thing and correct if something is not wrong. But the good thing, it's an easy website, it's a fast website, and it looks like they are financing themselves through ads. There are a lot of ads here, also down here. It's full of ads, which I actually like, as long as they are, quality ads and not junk, like really doubtful ads, which already contain viruses and Trojan horses and whatsoever. And there's a similar website which created exactly same result. This thing is here and it has absolutely no ads. So the question is, how are they making money? Probably they are this website, I would say, is more risky than this site because they are making the money with the ads. You don't know, maybe they are trying to inject some Trojan horses, whatsoever viruses. So I go with this website, and overall I highly recommend to run all these tools. If you are looking for something like this, new websites, anything like that, always just run it in a sandbox. I can highly recommend using the sandboxy, and here I have been running everything in the sandboxy, and you can clearly see that it's sandbox because of this yellow border all the way around. When you install Sandboxy and you invoke then the protected sandbox browser, you have this yellow border, and you know that everything what is running inside here, it cannot affect your computer, it cannot infect your computer, it cannot steal things, it cannot access anything on your computer, not replace files or whatsoever. So it's a really good thing to have something like that, especially when you want to use such tools which are really, doubtful. You never know what's hiding on such websites. So that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, or if you have even better solutions, it would be really interesting if you could leave a feedback. In the feedback area, I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.